with his crazy ass glasses, but his cute little smile. Oh, where can he be? Boomer! Boomer! Where are you? Boomer! Here I am. Sorry about the short absence, folks. God, Mother Nature, and family kind of got in the way. But I'm thankful for every one of them. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever started a project or done something really crazy, and once you really got into it, you paused and you asked yourself, what the hell was I thinking? Come on now. Be honest. You know you have. I don't think I have. In fact, I know I haven't. I'm not crazy. Crazy things? Me? Boomer T? Guilty. I've done so many crazy things in my life, I don't even know where to start. I can tell you, most of them were way before I was married. And most of them I really didn't think twice about doing. Just goes to show you I'm not so smart. It all started at an early age. When I was about 4 years old, I pulled a bull's tail. He swiftly kicked me about 8 feet through the air.
What the hell were you thinking?
Word to the wise, don't ever pull a bull's tail. Then, at age 7, I thought it would be a good idea to run away from home. Bad idea. We lived way out in the country, and I got lost for 22 hours in this huge cornfield in western Kansas. And I got eaten alive by chiggers. Everybody in town was out looking for me.
What are you, crazy?
Boy, did I get a butt whooping when they found me. As you can see, I started doing crazy stuff even when I was young, and some of them turned out to be really bad ideas. Interestingly enough, many of them occurred when I lived at the Lifelines Children's Home in Kansas City. Yes, I'm adopted. One year, I tied several sheets together and I made a parachute and jumped off the second-story balcony of the boys' dorm. Bad idea. A broken collarbone, dislocated shoulder, 2 broken fingers, a sprained ankle, a missing tooth, and a large gash in the back of my head.
What the hell were you thinking?
And then, when I was 11 years old, I decided to fight a 17-year-old kid who was twice my size. His name was Charles. He was a bully of the children's home. Was it a bad idea? No. Actually, it was a really bad idea. Man, we went toe to toe, boom, boom, just like the MMA fighters. Well, in reality, it was more like his fist connecting with my face many, 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 many times. When I finally woke up, I was in the infirmary with a broken nose, 2 swollen black eyes, a busted lip, a sprained wrist, bruised ribs, and 16 stitches in my head. Guess I showed him, huh?
You're an idiot.
The kids who witnessed the fight told me I hit him 1 time. And then he proceeded to pummel me for the next 2 minutes till I was out cold. I wound up in the hospital. He wound up in Cawview Detention Center for delinquent kids. But in a weird way, it was kind of cool because I wound up being a hero for standing up to him, the bully. But damn, it was painful. Are you starting to get the idea that I wasn't too bright when I was younger? Another time, I thought it would be cool to ride down the laundry chute from the 2nd floor, down to the laundry room. At 13 years old, I guess I wasn't smart enough to make sure there was something soft for me to land on. It knocked me out cold.
You're an idiot!
I had one hellacious butt bruise for days. On 2 other occasions, I ran away from the children's home late at night. Not such a great idea for a 14-year-old kid in a crime-ridden metropolitan city like Kansas City, let me tell you. You have not seen the downside of humanity until you've been in a major city at 2 a.m. Luckily, the police spotted me before the bad guys did. The result? I spent 10 days at the Cawview Detention Center for Delinquent Kids.
Stupid, idiotic, numbskull.
It gets crazier. I've jumped out of airplanes 608 times. It's called skydiving. And God, is it a blast. Sure, lots of people, including my own family, have called me crazy for jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
I have to ask you, what the hell were you thinking?
Well, honestly, I was thinking, damn, this was a lot of fun. That's why I did it 608 times. I do have to admit, I had a couple of close calls that scared the crap out of me. That happens when the Earth is rushing up to you a lot faster than you were expecting. But I had a lot of great training, and more importantly, I didn't panic. My first close call was a Maywest Malfunction. It's where one or more of the suspension lines crosses over the top of the canopy so it doesn't fully open.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I can assure you, it's scary.
No! No!
As you are plummeting toward Earth, your heart is pounding, and the malfunction causes a constant violent jerking motion on your body, making it difficult to do anything. The other close call I had was called a complete bag lock malfunction, and it happened on my Ram Air chute. Basically, that means your chute doesn't open at all. You find yourself free falling at 120 miles an hour. The Earth comes at you pretty damn quick at those speeds. In both cases, it was 1, don't panic, 2, cut away your main chute, 3, count to 2 as you fall away, and 4, pull your reserve.
Are you mad?
What next? I calmly gather my suspensions line and my chute. I toss them over my shoulder, and I looked for the nearest bathroom so I could change my underwear. Those were scary. Then I hitched a ride back to the airport to do it all over again.
You're an idiot!
Another thing that I've done that some people call crazy is scuba diving and deep sea diving. Many people are just afraid to be underwater. I've scuba dived in many places around the world, from the super warm waters of Hawaii to the super cold waters of Vancouver, British Columbia, that was cold, to the Great Barrier Reef of Australia. It's a thrill that's hard to beat. The deepest I've ever gone was 280 feet with a group of Navy deep sea divers. At that depth, we used a special suit and helmet and a mixture of helium and oxygen to breathe.
You gotta be kidding me.
Have you ever seen the jagged jutting cliffs high along the coast of Torrey Pines, California? I've hang glided off those cliffs at least 3 dozen times or more. It's absolutely spectacular. I mean, the views are breathtaking, man. I mean, like, wow, it doesn't even come close. You can stay up for hours if you catch the right thermals, man.
Are you crazy?
Nope, just having fun. I've ridden a motorcycle at 160 miles an hour, a dragster at over 220 miles an hour, and a skateboard at over 60 miles an hour.
You're crazy. I like you. But you're crazy.
Oh, and don't ask me about the "Can Volkswagen Bugs Really Float" commercial of 1972. They say it does, but the short answer is, mine didn't. So, as you can see, I've done a lot of crazy things in my life. And to be perfectly honest, I only mentioned a small handful of the ones I've actually done. But it's time to confess my most infamous "what the hell were you thinking" moment in my life so far. It came in 1988. It wasn't anything dangerous. It wasn't even anything scary. And I didn't get hurt doing it. So you're probably asking, what is the craziest thing you've ever done, Boomer? I built a model of the space shuttle. Huh? What's so crazy about that, Boomer? Kids build models all the time. Well, to put things into perspective, these are pictures of your average home-built model space shuttle. And this is a photo of the real space shuttle. I think you can get an idea of how big it is, right? Well, this is a photo of the space shuttle I built.
What the hell were you thinking?
I have to tell you, it was an amazing adventure. It all began after the launch and explosion of the Space Shuttle Challenger in 1986. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I had this crazy idea in my head. Build a space shuttle and take it around to schools and help educate kids about the shuttle program. Like a crazy man that I am, I mailed NASA and asked them for some space shuttle blueprints. I was amazed. Lo and behold, they sent me some. I introduced the idea to the public by walking in the 4th of July parade in Rio Rancho with my 2 sons, wearing an astronaut suit. The response was amazingly positive, so I solicited donations and went to work on building it. I constructed it out of 930 pounds of steel, 14 sheets of 6061 T6 aluminum, 11 sheets of aircraft plywood, 44 sheets of 1-inch FR 3800 high-density aircraft foam, and more than 300 yards of mil-spec fiberglass. At 1/6 scale, my shuttle was 19 feet 6 inches long, 10.3 feet tall, and it had a wingspan of 14 feet 6 inches, complete with retractable cargo bay doors and a fully functional landing gear. Over the next many months, the thing began to really take shape and I began to get a lot of media attention. Every local newspaper and TV station, 4, 7, 13, Albuquerque Journal, Rio Rancho Observer, all of them came out and did stories on it. We even made national news when we were on a segment of Good Morning America. When it was finally finished, all hell broke loose. After that, the floodgates opened and I started getting calls from everywhere. I mean, schools, air shows, car dealerships, grand opening promotions, major events of all kinds, photo shoots, parades. We won best of show in every parade we were in. We were booked solid for months. And then, out of nowhere, we got a call from the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama, wanting to know if the shuttle was for sale. Then a call came in from the Kansas Space Cosmosphere. And then another from the New Mexico Museum of Space History in Alamogordo. Same question. Is it for sale? I might be crazy, but I'm no fool. Yes, it was for sale. They each sent out a representative to take a look at my creation. And the bidding began. After several weeks of intense negotiations between these 3 companies, when it was all said and done, the highest bidder was located in my home state of Kansas, the Kansas Space Cosmosphere, for an amazing amount of money. I'm proud to say that my shuttle was the main exhibit piece in their museum for nearly 10 years. Whew! What a journey. Well, there you have it. I've shared the craziest things I've ever done. Now it's your turn. In the comments below, let me know the craziest thing you've ever done. Until then, please subscribe to this video and we'll see you when the next one's ready.